This week's GCN unboxing is both a super exciting new product launch, but also a product that is steeped in cycling history. This is the next step in the 30-year evolution of the Selle Italia Flite, and it is called the Flite Boost. Now, quick reminder, not only will I be giving you all the juicy details of this brand new product, but you also have a chance to win one. That's right, the very kind folk over at Selle Italia are offering 5 to some very lucky GCN viewers. I will let you know how to enter later on in this video. First up though, let's get unboxing. Here it is, the all-new Selle Italia Flite Boost. A thing of beauty. Those of you old enough to remember the Mark I original model will be able to see a couple of similarities. And there are some elements that are similar, but there are also, of course, plenty of elements that are completely different. Now, if you're not old enough, or if your memory is fading, handily, I have got the original model just here. Still beautiful, isn't it? I lusted after this for a good couple of years before I was able to afford one, which I then put on my mountain bike. Now, for those unfamiliar with Selle Italia as a company, it is one of the oldest companies in the world of cycling. They've been making saddles since 1897, so over 120 years. The first Selle Italia Flite, this one, came out in 1990, and it was the hottest and most high-tech saddle out there. Look at this sleek silhouette. It was like nothing that had ever come before it. It had titanium rails and it weighed in at just 230 grams. Many of the world's top pro riders were using one once it was released, which is probably why I wanted one so badly. And in fact, to this day, many of the world's top pros are using and favouring a Selle Italia Flite, including a certain Mathieu van der Poel. I think it's a testament to the design of this original Flite titanium that you can still get them to this day. But not wanting to sit still, Selle Italia over the last 30 years have sought to tweak and improve the design, which has ultimately led to this one. It is a seriously nice piece of kit. This one is the top of the range. It is the Flite Boost Kit Carbonio Superflow, which weighs in at just 170 grams, which is about the weight of a big banana. As you can see, it features carbon rails, although these have a ceramic coating here where the seat post clamps onto them. There's also a microfiber covering of the saddle, which is both very durable but also quite grippy, so it prevents you from slipping around on the saddle too much. And as you can see, a rather large cutout down the middle. This is to relieve pressure on your soft tissue, or your perineum, to give it its technical name. Either side of that cutout, there is gel padding where your sit bones rest. Now, as I mentioned, this is the top of the range saddle, but Selle Italia have also got one which has titanium rails and another model which has magnesium rails, which come in at 205 and 242 grams. According to Selle Italia, these new models are unisex. Now, as most of you out there will know, and as I can tell you from personal experience, saddle choice is hugely personal. And that's why when you head over to the Selle Italia website, you'll be faced with a myriad of different options. For example, this Flite Boost comes in the option of 135mm width or 145mm, L being the wider one, S being the narrow one. Your choice will very much depend on the width of your ischial tuberosities, basically your sit bones. Now, along with that choice, you will also see that you can get a Flite Boost without this cutout down the middle, or this one, which is the most aggressive, which is the Superflow. The choice you make on that front will depend on how far your pelvis rotates as you sit. This one, for example, is perfect if you've got a very low and very aggressive position. I expect you'll want a bit more information on how you make sure you get the right saddle for you. Well, handily, Selle Italia have come up with a system that matches your own measurements with the perfect saddle model, and they've called it idmatch. Now you'll find this idmatch at accredited bike shops, where you're also likely to be able to find a load of demo models, which means you can try before you buy, which is always recommended and very cool. Right, I know what you're waiting for. You want to know how you can put yourself in with a chance of getting your grubby little mitts on this brand new Selle Italia Flite Boost. Well, it really couldn't be much simpler. All you need to do is follow the link in the description below, which will take you to our giveaway page, and there you just need to follow the instructions. As mentioned, there are 5 brand new models to give away, and we're going to announce those 5 winners on the GCN Tech Show. And those winners will be able to choose the size and shape of the saddle that they want. All that leaves me to say is good luck. Right, before I finish, don't forget to download the GCN app from your app store if you haven't done so already. Loads of tech over there, loads of polls. It's basically your one-stop shop for all things cycling. And speaking of shops,